All right, hola amigos. We are in our Alligators and Crocodile pack once again, and you're gonna flip way to the directed drawing page. It looks like some water. That's because it is some water. So I'm gonna pull this page out and the next page as well. It says, how does an alligator approach its prey? And why does this method work for him? So rip them both out. We'll need them both. And you'll need a pencil and your crayons or your marker, whatever you like to use to draw. Okay, here we go. I'm grabbing, let's see, maybe I'll color with, or maybe I'll draw with green today. I'm not sure how this green works. We'll see. So what we're drawing is an alligator. And we're going to draw him like sitting in the water. Okay, we're going to draw like just his head, and he's going to be like kind of lurking in the water, just peeking out. Yeah, so here we go. So we already have the wavy line, which is our water. Okay, the first step for us to do, if you already have your paper facing the right way, right, it should be the long way, so your water is on the bottom. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a small lowercase m shape in this left side here. And I'm going to draw it just a little bit off of the water. This is going to be the front of his nose. So here's my M shape. Watch. See how it looks like an M? A little curvier, I guess, than maybe a regular M. But you're going to draw your lowercase m right here. And then over here and a little further up, you're going to draw a bigger lowercase m. So it's still lowercase. It's still going to be curvy. There's no points, but it's going to be bigger and it's going to be higher up. So it'll look like this. These are his eyes. Okay, go ahead and draw your alligator's eyes. Alrighty, pause me if you need more time. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to connect your nose to your eyes now. Ready? Remember how their skin is kind of bumpy, right? So we're going to just draw some big bumps all the way down from his eyes to his nose. And notice how I did them on like a little bit of a slant because I need to go down, right, to connect. So it's a little bit slanted. And then I'm going to draw some more from this side of his eyes down to the water. And there's really no right or wrong way to do this. You can make it as bumpy as you want. That one's a really far sticking out bump. Looks a little smoother right here. And then the last little bump I'm going to draw is like the front of his mouth here. And it's just going to be one little loop that way. Okay. So now we have the shape of our alligator. Let's add some of the details of his face, or her. Next, I'm going to draw the line for the mouth. So the line is going to go way up here from the corner where we connected the water to the front of his mouth right there. And it's going to be a long line that goes pretty much to where the nose starts and maybe even a tiny bit further. So just one big long line. And I kind of make it go up a little bit. Okay. Next, we'll draw his teeth. So the teeth are just going to be like a bunch of triangles sticking out of his mouth. Alligator's teeth probably aren't all the same size. So if you want to mix it up and draw some big triangles, some little triangles, maybe some wide, maybe some narrow, whatever you want his teeth to look like. Go all the way up to the front. Okay, next step is his nose. Pause me if you're still on the teeth. I'm just going to draw two little dots for his nostrils. So it'll go right there and maybe right there. Okay, so we got the alligator's nose. We got his teeth. Next we need eyes. We're missing his eyeballs. So in the middle of this M shape, I'm going to draw two big ovals. One. I'm going to try to keep them about the same size. 2. Okay. And you can draw his eyeballs wherever you want. If you want to draw him looking up, you could. Looking down, crazy eyes. I'm going to make mine kind of looking forward, I think. So I'll put his eyes like looking toward the front. There we go. Maybe he's looking at something off in the distance. And he is actually going to be hunting for prey. If you remember me reading what this paper says, it talks about alligators approaching its prey. So I'm going to give him some like mean hunting eyes. He's on the hunt. So here we go. There's 1 and there's 2. Notice how I just drew the eyebrows like slanted down. And that's how you make the eyebrows look mean. And that's it. I think he's kind of cute. I think we did a good job. You can color this. You can color the water blue. You could color the sky. You could add things. Maybe you wanted to add some like cattails. Do you know what those look like? Cattails I like. I don't know. Do they have those in Florida? They have them in Michigan. I don't know. They're like these long. We're going to pretend this is like behind my alligator. They're like long plants that grow out of the water. And then they call them a cattail because they kind of look like a cat's tail at the top. They're like these furry little things that kind of look like that. Anyway, they grow in like swampy water. It might only be fresh water, though I don't know about salt water. I've never seen cattails in salt water before, but I could be wrong. All right, there you go. So there's our drawing. Color it if you'd like. I'm going to show you next what to do with this paper. It says, how does an alligator approach its prey? So think about what we learned from our story. How does an alligator find its prey, what it's going to eat? How does it move? Do you remember? It stays very still, doesn't it? It doesn't really move at all. It wants you to say how the alligator approaches its prey, which we just talked about, right? The alligator is very still. But it also wants you to add a second sentence that says, why does this method work for him, right? Why does it work? How does he catch his prey if he's very still? He kind of tricks the prey a little bit, right? Think about that. Why does staying still, how does that help him to catch his prey? So you're going to write 2 sentences. Tell me how the alligator comes up on its prey, and how does that work for him? Okay? All right. You go ahead and finish those sentences, color your picture, and you are good to go. Great job. I can't wait to see them.